The path to greatness or better versions of yourself starts with a single step. You don't have to wait for a new year, or another Monday, or some special moment to start changing your life for the better. Every day gives us new opportunities to become better versions of ourselves if we are willing to challenge our habits and beliefs. Life is like an uncharted journey where each day offers a new chance to determine our destiny. The ancient Stoics, who possessed profound wisdom, understood this well. They were not just philosophers immersed in reflection. They were realists deeply connected to the rhythms of life. We have prepared for you 10 practices inspired by the wisdom of the Stoics. These are not just ideas, but concrete actions that you can implement in your daily life right now. Apply them, and you will see how they gradually transform your life. And don't worry, we won't go into complicated jargon. This is Stoicism today. Simple, practical, and directly applicable to your daily life. 2. 1. Start small. George Washington, a man whose determination shaped an entire nation, treasured the saying, "Out of many dregs comes dung." A humble Scottish proverb, but it holds a profound truth. The great is made up of the small. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, was right when he said that prosperity is achieved in small steps. But it is not small. He understood that transformation doesn't happen by leaps and bounds, but by small, deliberate steps. Think of it like planting a seed. Each tiny seed has the potential to grow into something magnificent. So how do we apply that? Let's say you want to read more. Instead of setting an exorbitant goal, commit to reading 1 page a day. It's like putting together a mosaic. Each little piece adds up to a bigger picture. Remember that a walk starts with 1 step and a habit starts with 1 action. James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, captures this sentiment perfectly. The essence of atomic habits is not only their explosive potential, but also their fundamental nature. An atom is the smallest unit, yet it has tremendous power. So too, our smallest habits are the building blocks for profound change. And here's the Stoic secret. It's not just about doing small things, it's about thinking about small things. Avoid the trap of grandiose, unattainable promises. Instead, focus on what is right in front of you, the immediate and achievable. As you win small victories, you will find that they lead to significant transformations. Remember that even the mightiest river begins with a stream. Second, stop allowing anxiety to dominate you. We all face a storm that rages not in the sky, but within us. Anxiety. It is the shadow that follows us, whispering about what could go wrong, what might happen. But here's the Stoic truth. You are not a puppet, and anxiety doesn't have to be a puppeteer. Marcus Aurelius, the man who ran the empire, understood this. In his meditations he wrote, "Today I got rid of anxiety. I got rid of it because it was inside me." That's a powerful realization. Turbulence is not on the airplane or in the airport. It is within ourselves. So how do we free ourselves from this invisible chain? First, acknowledge your feelings. Realize that anxiety is a product of your thoughts, not the world around you. Like a fog, it clouds your vision, turning mountains into molehills. The main thing is to dispel this fog, to see the world as it is, not as your fears paint it. This is where mindfulness comes into play. Take a moment, breathe, and ask yourself, is this anxiety a result of what is happening or what I am afraid of? More often than not, you'll find it's the latter. Finally, let's debunk one myth. Anxiety is a non-preventive solution to potential problems. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It doesn't prepare you, it paralyzes you. It's like sitting in a rocking chair. There's a lot of movement, but you're not moving anywhere. As Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realize this, and you will gain power. Remember that the only storm you need to weather is the one within you. Third, create a daily routine. Visualize your day as a blank canvas. Without a plan, it's just a space waiting to be filled haphazardly. And with a routine, it's already a masterpiece. The power of a routine is not in its rigidity, but in the fact that it provides a framework to effectively channel your energy. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher whose wisdom has carried through hundreds of years, once said that life without a plan is not permanent. He knew that a well-structured day is a day well spent. So, how do you create that routine? It's not about copying someone else's schedule. It's about creating a routine that works for you. Start by identifying your most productive time of day. Do you love mornings? Or do you thrive in the quiet pre-dawn hours? Or does your energy peak as the day unfolds? Adjust your routine to this natural rhythm. Devote your best hours to your most important tasks, those that require your full attention and creativity. But remember, routines aren't just about work. It's about balance. Implement habits that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Maybe it's reading, exercise, or spending quality time with loved ones. Most importantly, stick to your routine. Consistency is the glue that holds everything together. Once you form this routine, you'll find that it becomes the foundation for developing good habits. After all, as Seneca reminds us, principles are necessary. And what is a routine, if not a principle that you live by every day? Embrace structure and watch as uncertain chaos turns into a symphony of productivity and peace. Fourth, command yourself to stop. There is a story that echoes through time, not of battle or conquest, but of personal victory. Dwight Eisenhower, a man whose decisions shaped the course of history, faced a formidable adversary, his habit of smoking 4 packs a day. His doctor's words were a call to quit or face dire consequences. What did Eisenhower respond? He gave himself an order to stop, and that's how he quit smoking, 40 years later. This is a testament to a profound Stoic principle. No man is free unless he is master of himself, as Epictetus said. This story is not just about overcoming the habit of smoking. It is about overcoming any vice that holds you captive. We all have our battles, whether it's bad habits, procrastination, or negative thinking. The key to victory lies in ordering yourself to stop. It's about establishing control over your impulses rather than letting them control you. Seneca, another Stoic sage, observed, "We are all slaves to something, but the beauty of Stoicism is to realize that we hold the keys to our own chains." So how do you apply this to your life? Define this one thing. Maybe it's an extra cup of coffee, endlessly scrolling through social media, or any other habit that is more of a hindrance than a help. Recognize its impact on your life. Then make a firm, unequivocal decision to stop. This is not about a gradual change. It's about a definite, deliberate action. When you give yourself the order to stop, you're not just getting rid of a habit, you're reclaiming your freedom. Always carry this inspiring thought with you. You are the commander of your destiny. Fifth, free up precious resources. Time, the most precious resource we have, is often wasted on trivialities. We claim we don't have enough time, but if you look at our time spent behind a screen, you can see the truth. It's not about having more time. It's about using the time we do have wisely. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's important. Epictetus, a philosopher known for his practical wisdom, said, "If you want to improve yourself, be prepared to appear ignorant or foolish about some things." It's about making a conscious choice not to get sucked into the maelstrom of irrelevant things, whether it's scrolling through the internet, overconsumption of news, or other digital distractions. The strategy here is twofold: awareness and action. First, be clear about where your time is going. Track your actions throughout the day or week. You'll likely be surprised at how much time is spent on activities that don't benefit you. Recognizing this is the first step to making a change. Next, take decisive action. Start by reducing the time spent on these distractions. Set limits on app usage. Set aside a specific time to watch the news. And avoid aimless internet browsing. It's not about shutting yourself off from the world, it's about not drowning in it. By reclaiming your time, you'll find that you have more time for what really matters, achieving your goals, while developing relationships and personal growth. This habit is not just about time management, it's about life management. It's about making sure that the precious hours of your day are spent on things that enrich your life, not deplete it. Let's remember the words of Epictetus and direct our energy and time to what truly contributes to our well-being and growth. Remember that every minute spent on something meaningless is a minute taken away from something meaningful. Nalberndi. 6th. Do something hard. At the dawn of every New Year's Eve, my son was a heavyweight. He didn't just make resolutions, he made declarations. He would dive into the icy waters of the Tiber River. It wasn't just a bath, it was a declaration of power over himself. He said loud and clear, "Sir, I am in charge." That act was not about the coldness of the water. It was about the fire it ignited within, a fire of self-assertion and resilience. It's a vivid reminder that sometimes doing something difficult can be the most powerful action. So how do we bring this Stoic lesson into our lives? Let's start by stepping out of our comfort zone. Choose something that will challenge you, something that will make you a little anxious. It could be anything: waking up an hour earlier, or taking a cold shower, speaking up in a meeting, or even learning a new skill. The task itself is not as important as the fact that you are pushing your boundaries. It is in these moments of discomfort that we grow the most. It is here that we learn what we are truly capable of. The point of this practice is not the difficulty itself, but the assertion of your will over your instincts. It is a testament to your inner strength, a demonstration that you are more than your fears and hesitations. As you embark on this journey to do something difficult, remember Seneca's unspoken message: I am in control of my actions, my reactions, and my mind. 7. Socialize with people who make you better. The company we are in shapes us more than we often realize. It's like a walk in the woods. The paths you choose, they determine where you end up. This idea is not new. Stoics understood the power of associations. Seneca showed in his letters how important it is to surround yourself with people who inspire growth and wisdom. He once wrote, "Socialize with those who will make you a better person." It's not just about choosing friends, it's about choosing influences that shape your character and your life. So how do you apply this to today's world? Start by taking a hard look at your surroundings. Who do you spend the most time with? Do they embody the qualities you admire and aspire to? It's not about finding the perfect people. It's about finding those who challenge you, support your growth, and share your values. It's like planting yourself in fertile soil, where there is a favorable environment for growth. Remember, if you live with those who limp, you will learn to limp too. And it's not just about avoiding negative influences. You need to actively seek out the positive ones as well. Create your own Stoic circle. Whether it's a book club, a discussion group, or just a group of friends focused on personal growth. Engage in activities that enrich your mind and soul. Discuss ideas, have philosophical debates, and challenge each other. As Seneca said, we learn when we teach. By surrounding yourself with people who challenge you to be better, you will find that you're not just conforming to your circumstances, but surpassing them. 8th, stop being afraid of change. Embracing change is like learning to ride the waves. Resist and you will be overturned, but adapt and you will be carried forward. Marcus Aurelius, in his Reflections, pondered the nature of change. He realized that the rhythm of life is a constant ebb and flow. By fearing change, we close ourselves off from the countless opportunities it brings. We need to not just embrace change, but welcome it with open arms. To implement this into your life, start by shifting your perspective. See change not as a threat, but as an inevitable and exciting part of life. It's a chance for growth, learning, and new experiences. This year, challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Try something new, be it a hobby, a career, or even a new way of thinking. It is but in these moments of uncertainty and newness that we often find the most profound growth and fulfillment. In addition, develop the ability to adapt. Like a tree that bends in the wind but does not break. Learn to be flexible in the face of change. Adaptability is not about being passive. It is about actively finding ways to thrive in new circumstances. As you navigate the changing landscapes of life, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "The universe is change, and our lives are what we create with our thoughts." 9th, say no to non-essentials. In a world overwhelmed with choices and distractions, the art of saying no becomes a superpower. Marcus Aurelius, a man who had to juggle the complex tasks of running an empire, recognized the power in discernment. He wisely observed that much of what we do is not important. By discarding the unimportant me-yeahs, we not only free up time, but also increase our ability to focus on what really matters. It's about making room for the essential by clearing out the clutter. To implement this into your life, start by assessing your commitments. Do they align with your values and goals? It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of busy work. In fact, it does little to advance our common purpose. Practice the art of saying no to these distractions. This doesn't mean becoming aloof or unwanted. It's about setting boundaries that allow you to focus your energy on the things that really make sense. Remember that every time you say yes to something insignificant, you are indirectly saying no to something important. Flip that equation around. Make your yeses count. Say yes wholeheartedly to activities that enrich your life, whether it's personal development, an attitude, or a hobby. It's a selective yes, not just an answer. It's a commitment to excellence in what really matters. Let your yes be saved for the things that bring you closer to the person you aspire to become. In each moment, ask yourself if it is as necessary as it needs to be. Practice the subtle and effective skill of saying no to the unimportant, thereby charting a path to rich focus, purpose, and deep fulfillment. 10th, return to the rhythm. Accepting our humanity includes accepting our imperfections and mistakes. Marcus Aurelius, a leader who overcame the challenges of life and empire, was well aware of the inevitability of missteps. He once reflected on the importance of not just getting up when we fall, but recognizing the beauty of our humanity that allows us to do so. It's a call to realize that stumbling is part of our path, not a deviation from it. In practical terms, it means adopting a mindset of resilience, fortitude, and forgiveness. When you slip up on your diet, skip a workout, or fail to meet your goals, don't see it as a setback. On the contrary, see it as an integral part of the growth process. The important thing is, how do you react to these failures? Do you scold yourself? Or do you acknowledge the slip-up and gently put yourself back on track? Take the latter approach. It's about creating a habit of self-compassion and perseverance. Each time you get back on your path, you reinforce the habit of perseverance. Celebrate your ability to get back into your rhythm, no matter how many times you stray from it. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress and continually getting back to what matters. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you that matters, but how you respond to it. Let's embody these Stoic practices not only in the form of concepts, but also in the daily actions that shape our lives. Remember that the path to self-discipline, resilience, and calm is not only understanding Stoicism, but living it. Each day is a new canvas about your action. It is the brushstrokes with which the portrait of your life is painted. So, start today. Pick a practice. Maybe it will be a morning reflection or an act of kindness, and then see how it transforms your world. Write in the comments which practice you'll implement first. Your feedback and stories of transformation are the fuel that keeps this journey alive and growing. Let's explore this journey of continuous growth together and share our experiences, shaping not only our own lives, but inspiring those around us. Thank you for being a part of this journey, for your support, and for taking a step each day towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life. See you soon.